All right, we're here in Apopka on a 1980s house, and these are the reasons you should get a home inspection before purchasing a home. Right away, when you step back and look at this home, the first thing I noticed was the roof is already in terrible condition. You can see shingles falling off the roof, temporary tar repairs at flashing and drip edges, multiple discrepancies, and no permit information. This roof is going to have to be replaced. It won't go through for insurance. The next thing I noticed right away is this front deck. You can see in multiple areas, this deck is above 30 inches going around and has more than 4 risers going up. That's going to require a handrail and a railing for the stairs. If you move around this way, you can see that multiple areas of these columns have been wood puttied, filled and painted, quarter round added. So these interior conditions and the significance of the damage is unknown. But you can see here, at major portions of the deck framing, more putty and damages. So around this house, we've noticed wood putty filling in multiple areas. So there's concealed damages that we just don't know the consent of that. All right, if you walk away this way, looking underneath the deck, where all this deck planks attached to the house, this wood 2x4 is rotted out almost the whole way down. And then if you look here, you can see this flashing, this ledger flashing is installed improperly. It's behind the ledger board, which is going to allow moisture to rot this out and also allow moisture behind the flashing to rot out framing and the interior. Another issue we noticed, if you keep looking under the deck, as you can see, that's the main drain line down there. It comes into about the middle of the deck, and then we don't know where it turns. I can't find a septic clean out anywhere, so I'm not entirely sure where the drain field or septic system is. But if you look back here, you can see the well. That well needs to be at least 50 yards away from the septic system, so they're going to need a septic contractor to verify that that well is the proper distance away from their drain field. More amateur installations. This roof overhang, if you can see, this metal roof, there's no underlayment underneath. These are just more things that are letting me to believe that a lot of the repairs and things done on this house were done by an amateur. You can see here, this log type siding was originally wrapping the entire home. It still exists below this wood paneling here. So now I don't know if they've added a vapor barrier, and if they have, you're going to have double vapor barriers, which could lead to moisture problems in between the walls and the wood siding that's original. Once again, you're going to need a contractor to pull off some of this siding and see what kind of damages there are. You're missing flashing. You've got new window trim with no header flashing. These are all things that can lead to moisture issues. Moving further towards the back of the house, and as you can see, this is just an exterior walk around of some of the things we're finding when we initially get to the home. This decking, you can see heavy erosion here underneath. They have drainage coming from their water treatment system that's just eroding all this dirt around their support posts. That's going to weaken the ground and cause this deck to move. If you keep looking this way, this exposed area of roofing, you can see has some growth on it from continual water. Some of these beams here have wood rot. They've had amateur repairs on them where the repairs are continuing to rot. So this is a safety issue. The worst part of the deck is over here. This is leading me to believe this is a complete amateur installation. The flashing is installed completely wrong, and all of these beams are barely sitting on these buckets with no nails. This is a very big safety concern. We were going to recommend to the seller and recommend to our buyer's agent to let the listing agent know that this is a safety concern, and some contractor needs to come out here and design major repairs or a full rebuild.
Life, okay?
So another thing we noticed out here on this 1980s Apopka home is this amateur plumbing system they've installed. So this pipe with improper fittings runs into the house. Follow me this way. Comes in through this window and ties into the main waste piping system. This is running to the kitchen sink all the way over here. They've installed a shutoff valve, but as long as this valve is open, all your water running from the kitchen sink bypasses the waste line and empties right to the exterior.
So this
Another thing we've noticed in this home, we're in the basement now. This house is built on a hillside, but the installation of the steps, not only in the basement, but in the main portion of the home, have improper treads and risers. You should have no more than 7.5-inch heights and about an 11.5-inch tread. I'm sorry, 11-inch tread. If you look at these, I don't have my tape on me, but we measured them previously. They're 8.5 by 8.5. So this is going to be dangerous walking up and down. Another issue is the railing. The railing has open balusters, so it's a safety issue for children. I mean, anybody can fall through these openings.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the importance of a home inspection, these little things cost a lot of money to repair. This decking and this roof is going to be probably around $20,000 on its own, not to mention all the hidden features in this house that we don't know the problems. So always get a home inspection.